So something like this, unfortunately I can't change. But today what I did was, I broke it down. So it's a little bit easier to understand. So, unlike how I thought about doing this previously, about just going in order from top to end, I think we have a lot of the basics covered. And let's start picking up some of the interesting slides and see how we can use them to our benefit. More stand on that side just so that I'm not blocking too much. So we're actually, can you pick this up? Can you pick that up? We're actually going to look at chapter 8, the very last sloka of chapter 8, which pretty much sums up chapter 7 and 8. So it's a very easy way of understanding. It's a very, very wordy slide. So like I said, I tried to break it down to see how we can understand it. Basically, remember when the Swami was here, I asked him, what's the best worship we can do? Tell me something I can do which makes sure I'm secured, I have everything good. Unfortunately, he never gave me a direct answer, right? If you guys remember.
What did he say?
He said something along the lines of, do what you need to do. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. But one of the things with this is when you want a question and you open it, you'll find the answer in it. So I found the answer within a couple of weeks, and I'm bringing that answer to you. And hopefully this makes sense. What's the easiest way to worship and attain God? Right? We all want the easy way. You don't want to renounce everything, become that Swami and just live and pray and do nothing else in your life, right? I'm guessing?
Yeah.
You still want to watch movies and go out and party and have fun?
No.
No?
I want to be those guys with no clothes.
You want to be the guys? I definitely don't want to be the guy who sees you with no clothes on. That's all I have to say there. And we're thinking about a shortcut. Do one prayer, make sure everything gets covered, make sure everything falls in line. And the beauty of the next slide we're going to look at is it tells you what are the options you have and which is the best out of them. And let me tell you something, you won't be surprised at what the answer is. Chapter 8, text 28. Who wants the honors? Yes. It's where my bookmark is. Come and get it.
Yeah.
Just. If I have 3 bookmarks in there, please find the right one. And don't mix up those bookmarks because they're there for various reasons. Well, one is my personal reading, one is interesting things, and one is the slide.
You don't put numbers on it?
I don't write in my books. Chapter 8.
Yeah, a person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft
Yes.
of the results derived from studying the Vedas, performing sacrifices, undergoing austerities, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. Simple by performing devotional service, he attains all these, and in the end, and at the end, he reaches their supreme eternal abode.
Yes. So what's the answer?
Give devotional service. Do devotional
Harmony.
Do devotional service. What's devotional service?
Helping.
Yes, it's helping people, it's helping God, it's helping animals, it's helping everyone, right? And basically, by showing your bhakti towards God, helping your fellow people, like the guys who came to class without a pen, which I don't understand why they're coming to class without a pen, but they did. So helping them out, whoever gave them a pen or a pencil or a knife to cut themselves and start using blood, kudos to you. Basically, we're saying a person who accepts the path of devotional service, right? We know what devotional service is. We've been learning that for a bit, and we had a test on it, which, just by skimming at it, you guys look pretty good. Is not bereft. Any English scholars can tell me what that word means. Can you hold this? Yes?
It's like not,
Take it away.
you don't have it, bereft or something.
It's, I didn't understand the word, so I looked it up, and it's something along the lines of being deprived of. So being taken away the results. So it's pretty much saying being taken away the results. So whatever benefit you get from studying the Vedas, right? Which is not easy because it's in Sanskrit. So if one of us were to study the Vedas, we'd have to start learning how to read and write Sanskrit first, and then we can study this, right? Performing austere sacrifices. What does austere mean?
Big sacrifices.
Big. Big is a good word, but I'm looking for a bigger word.
Great
Yes.
sacrifices.
No. Yes. What should I hand up?
I said devotional sacrifices.
Devotional sacrifices. Yeah, it's getting there. We're getting closer. Yes. Huge? No, that's just another word for big. Anybody else? Yes.
In religious sacrifices.
Okay. Austere. Where was that? Austere sacrifices means that it's very harsh. It's harsh, as in you go in, you become like what Vasu said. You no clothes. You go into a forest, minus 40 degrees, and you're still sitting there praying to God. Right? That's very harsh devotion. Or you set a fire. You sit on top of the fire and you're worshiping God. Or you're not eating for a certain amount of days, or something very harsh that's very hard for us to do. So doing something like that, studying the Vedas, giving charity. Now this doesn't mean you have to stop, helping people or giving to organizations. You still continue doing that, but devotional service is gives you the benefit of all that and pursue. Yes. Donations includes charity, yes. Donations like helping a charitable organization. So not just giving money, but giving your time, giving labor, right? Giving your thought process, all of that. Okay? And pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. So philosophical stuff that we're thinking about right now, just doing your duties, basically fruitive activities. At the end, he reaches the supreme, right? Supreme abode, which is God. Oh, again, these ones I'll probably end up giving to you. So don't worry about copying it down. Right? Just pay attention and listen and make sure you understand. That's a pretty big one. And make sure you understand that. Because that pretty much says our devotional service gives you the benefit of everything. Whatever the 18 chapters are talking about, it all gets summed up as show bhakti towards God, show devotional service. Show God what you can give God, or how you can offer to God just by your love. Are we with me?
Yes.
Anyone not understanding why we should do devotional service? And by the way, look what chapter we're on. We're not on chapter 3 or 4 anymore. This is not talking about karma yoga. This is talking about obtaining the supreme, and still washing your dishes comes there. Right? See how funny this is? Let's do some simple math here, guys. Devotional service, or actually pure devotional service, equals, what does it equal?
Studying
Plus,
performing plus giving charity plus
pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. Wait, we're not done here yet, right? Which means all of that gives you God at the end. Yes.
What are the variables?
Those are variables. How much you put into those Vedas and performing sacrifices. It's straight math here. So this is not algebra, no integers, no standard deviations, none of that stuff. It's simple math, guys. It's just like saying this equals that plus that plus that plus that plus that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm counting right, so 4 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's it. So we're not thinking about negatives, positives, none of that. Are we here? Are we clear? Does this seem a lot easier to understand than that? It breaks it down, right? So I was thinking that as well. So that is how we're reaching God, and how to obtain God. So pretty much we've answered how to obtain God. I've given you a summary of chapter 8, 7, and 8, so I didn't bore you towards making you listen to 2 chapters. Sounds easy, right? Anyone thinks this is too hard? However, it doesn't mean that, like I said, you stop. This does not mean you can get rid of studying the Vedas, get rid of sacrifices, get rid of charity, get rid of pursuing philosophical.
But God said you can.
No, he didn't say you can. He says it gives you the same result.
Yeah. So there's no need for it.
No, if you want to, after a certain level, if you want to grow, right, for your inquisitive mind and just to develop yourself further, you'd want to do all that stuff. Why are you leaning? Why are you leaning? Why are you leaning? And that's actually it. So let me give you a 5-minute break. Right? I know that's a big chapter and a big test. So after that, I'm going to show you a small clip from Ramayana. And but we're still going to learn something from it.